नाज़रीन, दिस इज़ सानी खान एंड यू आर वाचिंग न्यू एपिसोड ऑफ इनसाइड फाइनेंशियल मार्केट्स। नाज़रीन, पाकिस्तान में तरक्याती प्रोजेक्ट्स, उनकी फाइनेंसिंग एक बहुत बड़ा मसला है। तमाम दुनिया में क्रेडिट इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर मैनेजमेंट कंपनीज़ होती हैं, ये क्रेडिट को एक्चुअली इंस्टीट्यूशनलाइज करने में मदद देती हैं। पाकिस्तान के अंदर जो है इंफ्राज़ामिन के नाम से एक कंपनी इस्टेब्लिश की गई है जो कि बैनुल-अक़वामी तर्ज पर क्रेडिट की मार्केट को क्रिएट करने में मदद देगी। जो बड़े प्रोजेक्ट्स हैं उसको अंडरराइट करने में, उसकी गारंटी के लोन को जो गारंटीज़ चाहिए होती हैं उसको स्ट्रक्चर करने में, उसमें किस तरह के पेपर्स चाहिए हैं उसको सप्लीमेंट करने में ये कंपनी जो है अपना किरदार अदा करने जा रही है। आज के प्रोग्राम में हमारी मेहमान हैं माहीन रहमान। शी हैज़ गॉट अ फैंटास्टिक कैरियर इन द फाइनेंशियल इंडस्ट्री। माहीन, वेलकम टू द शो। एंड माहीन से हम बातचीत करेंगे कि इनकी कंपनी का ऑब्जेक्टिव क्या है एंड गोइंग फॉरवर्ड what are their vision and missions.
So InfraZamin is a new concept idea that is coming to Pakistan, and I'm very excited to be leading this initiative. InfraZamin is actually the brainchild of the Private Infrastructure Development Group, who in collaboration with their local partners Karandaz is seeking to enable financing options for large-scale infrastructure projects. So how does InfraZamin do that? Well, we look at the debt side and the credit side of the financing cycle for project finance, and we do that through credit enhancement facilities. So what does that effectively mean? Is that when you have a project that is in the infrastructure space and there may be perhaps a perceived risk obviously attached to such projects because the timeline and the horizon on these can be anywhere from say 5 years to 15 years. We do occasionally find situations where the local banking market or the local debt capital market may be reluctant to take on that degree of risk. So what we do in those situations is we attach guarantee structures towards such project finance, and with those guarantees in place from InfraZamin, we are then able to bring the project to the banking market, and hence the banks are then more willing to lend against our risk as opposed to the project risk itself. And so we actually see financial close happen for many projects that may otherwise perhaps not have managed to achieve that closure. Now that certainly is something very important for Pakistan, and it's something that's been much awaited. The InfraZamin concept, however, is not new. It is in place in other parts of the world, particularly in emerging countries, and in particular the Private Infrastructure Development Group has had considerable success in setting up a similar project in Nigeria, and in Pakistan we are the second country that they have chosen to introduce such a venture in. So certainly it is a very exciting time for the project finance market in Pakistan, and inshallah we should see many more infrastructure projects come to the financing market now that we have a new and more innovative product that is available. So we look forward to working with all our stakeholders. It's the banks are a key aspect of it, so are capital market participants, and of course we will obviously be working with companies and issuers of the debt that will lead towards such project finance. So that is the overall aim and the role of InfraZamin, and inshallah look forward to leading the company.
माहीन ने बहुत अच्छी तरीके से पॉइंट आउट किया कि what is it that they have come to Pakistan, what is the idea of having the guarantee structure against a project in order to have a funding materialized. But going forward the important thing is the financial inclusion. पाकिस्तान में जो है financial inclusion के जो नंबर हैं वो इंतहाई पुअर हैं। बांग्लादेश से लेकर ईरान तक अगर आप देखें तो इन सारी टेरिटरीज़, इन सारी जुरिसडिक्शन कंट्रीज़ के जो नंबर्स हैं वो पाकिस्तान से बहुत अच्छे हैं। सो व्हेन यू डोंट हैव एन एफिशिएंट कैपिटल मार्केट, आपके यहाँ फाइनेंशियल इंक्लूजन नहीं है, ऐसे में जो क्रेडिट इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर सेटिंग अप ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस हैं उनके लिए ज़रा डिफरेंट तरीके के चैलेंजेस होते हैं. सो हाउ डू यू लुक एट कि एक काइंड ऑफ इनफेक्टिव सी कैपिटल मार्केट है और इसके अंदर यू आर ट्राइंग टू थिंक ऑफ क्रिएटिंग अ क्रेडिट infrastructure and a credit market. So what are your thoughts on this?
So when we look at Pakistan, it's an economy of 200 million, of which at least 100 million should be considered the adult population and hence the bankable market. However, when we compare our statistics of financial inclusion, which is really broadly measured in how many people have access to a bank account or have opened a bank account or have access to the formal financial system. In Pakistan, unfortunately, that number is quite low. It's about 20% of the entire population has a bank account. And when we look at the situation for women, that is even lower. So that's at about 7%. And if you compare that with the statistics in the region, we are quite low. India, for example, almost 80% of the adult population has access to a bank account, and about half of those are women. Similarly, if we look at Bangladesh, then about 50% there as well of the population are banked, and it's actually much higher in other countries such as Iran, where almost 90% of the population has access to a bank account. So we clearly, as Pakistan, have some way to go towards financial inclusion and really bringing our population, our adult population, into the formal financial sector.
So I'd go back to my earlier point which I raised in the previous question कि kind of ineffective market है, inefficient capital market है, it doesn't supplement the creation of another another credit market. So how are you making it? What are your plans कि credit infrastructure effectively create हो जाए पाकिस्तान में, given that you have a kind of ineffective market जिसमें बहुत ही nominal सी participation है. मैं एक और आपको by the way मिसाल दूँ कि एक और गवर्नमेंट का इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर है कामयाब जवान प्रोग्राम, जिसके लिए 2 दिन पहले IMF ने कहा कि इसको आप खुद चलाएं, इसको फंड करने के बारे में अभी हम नहीं सोचते. एक जर्नल ने बाहर के लिखा कि IMF ने इसके ऊपर हैव कास्टेड डाउट ओवर दिस प्रोजेक्ट. सो एक साल ये प्रोजेक्ट खुद चलेगा, एक साल बाद IMF फैसला करेगा कि वेदर दे वांट टू एक्सटेंड सम क्रेडिट और नॉट. So given a situation that you have an ineffective capital market, कम से कम participation वाली capital market जिसको अभी recently जो है वो downgrade किया गया from emerging market to a frontier market, ऐसे में how do you look at creating an infrastructure market? How do you develop a credit infrastructure given this present scenario?
Now, obviously, this can pose many problems for a country such as Pakistan, because without a clear development and an extensive inclusion of the population into the financial markets, the overall framework of economic growth cannot quite hit its potential. However, I think in Pakistan we have several advantages here. One, our population is young, and a lot of the younger generation tends to be more inclined towards adopting internet banking solutions or online banking solutions. And we have seen many banks and many asset management companies and many other participants move towards making it very easy and straightforward to opening an account. We have also seen very good mobile penetration, which means that products that come within the financial payments platform through the mobile systems, through the internet systems, via the banking and formal payments channel have seen very quick adoption. So that is something that is a very encouraging sign. And as we begin to see the younger generation move into their working life, then I think we can see a considerable explosion, if you like, in more digital transactions, and hence more towards the financial inclusion aspect as well.
Understood, Mahin. So Mahin is saying कि जो challenges हैं ये unique नहीं हैं, और भी जगह पर हैं, but पाकिस्तान में ये इसका जो level है वो थोड़ा सा ज़्यादा है, यानी जो इसकी ineffectiveness है वो थोड़ी सी ज़्यादा है, जिसको गवर्नमेंट काफ़ी सारे मेजर्स लेकर इंक्लूडिंग आसान बैंक अकाउंट, मोबाइल बैंक अकाउंट, गवर्नमेंट इज़ टेकिंग अ नंबर ऑफ़ इनिशिएटिव्स, बट टू मी जो नए अकाउंट हैं वो बहरहाल नहीं खुल रहे बल्कि कम हो रहे हैं. और आए रोज़ जो स्टॉक मार्केट में मैनिपुलेशन की खबरें आती हैं उसकी वजह से भी जो है वो पीपल आर गेटिंग साइडलाइन. बातचीत का सिलसिला जो है वो यहीं से माइन के साथ रिज्यूम करेंगे. नाज़रीन, इट्स टाइम फॉर अ शॉर्ट ब्रेक. लेट्स रिज्यूम आफ्टर अ शॉर्ट ब्रेक. वेलकम बैक नाज़रीन. नाज़रीन, प्रोग्राम के पहले सेगमेंट में हमने माइन के साथ डिस्कस किया कि व्हाट डज़ हिज कंपनी डू। पाकिस्तान के अंदर जो क्रेडिट इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर है उसको क्रिएट करने में किस तरह के मसाइल का सामना है। कैपिटल मार्केट के बारे में शी पॉइंटेड आउट कि जो नंबर्स हैं वो इंतहाई पुअर हैं, बट इट इज़ डेफिनेटली गोइंग टू टेक अ वाइल, बट इट्स गुड दैट इन पैरेलल credit infrastructure setup is being created by entities like Infrazamin. It's a good addition in the country's economic and financial horizon. But going forward, Mahin, I would want you to point out and explain कि जो private debt market है वो पाकिस्तान में कहाँ stand करती है और उसके लिए what are your thoughts?
Infrazamin's role in assisting in this area, well, we are effectively an infrastructure company, so all our projects have to have some element of infrastructure in them. And when it comes to the mobile banking market or the internet development market, there is huge scope towards development of the infrastructure that fits into all these channels, whether it is fiberization, whether it is towers, whether it is expansion of cell phone networks. That is all something that we hope to be certainly a part of.
Okay, but Mahin, private debt market जो है वो तो we understand it is going to take a while and a lot is needed to be done. But coming back to the other side of the economic development, SMEs play a central and vital role in the development of any economy. हम देखते हैं कि काफ़ी सारे initiatives हैं, हम देखते हैं कि banking side पे SME loan schemes हैं. We see government each now and then coming up with a new scheme के लोग आएँ, capital raise करें और किसी न किसी initiative में उसको लगाएं, और जहाँ jobs नहीं create हो सकती, government is trying hard कि SMEs के through जो है वो development हो, job creation हो. Coming to the point of the stock exchange के अंदर जो है वो एक ज़ीरो वैल्यू वाला SME बोर्ड जो है वो एग्जिस्ट करता है, जिसमें इट हैज़ बीन फॉर ईयर्स कि ये बोर्ड आ तो गया है, मेन बोर्ड के ऊपर एक टिक लग गया है कि यस देयर इज़ स्मॉल एंड मीडियम एंटरप्राइज बोर्ड, बट नॉट इवन अ सिंगल कंपनी हैज़ बीन listed. So when you look at Infraco Asia, when you look at the other entities, Karandas के आप initiatives को देखें, they have extended a lot of loaning to the small and medium enterprises. Why don't you think कि something new could be done कि to rejuvenate this SMEs infrastructure, जिसके ज़रिए जो है वो new young entrepreneurs could come, raise money and do the business.
Talk about capital markets. In Pakistan, historically, the capital markets have been very narrow in their base, both in terms of investors as well as in terms of issuers. Whether we look at the debt capital markets or whether we look at the equity capital markets, you will find a very narrow range of individuals and institutions that are participating in these. Now, where is the problem with that? Well, let's compare ourselves with India or Bangladesh, for example. There, the capital markets are actually used for capital formation, whereas companies like to come to IPO if they're going to raise capital to invest further in their business. Similarly, on the debt securities side, issuers and borrowers like to tap the debt capital markets so that they can meet all their financial needs through both of these channels. However, in Pakistan, we have seen certain limits come through on this. There has certainly been a better uptick in IPO issuance and perhaps a little bit more on the debt side as well. However, we still find that many individuals and many institutions are reluctant to become active investors in such markets. Now, what that restricts is effectively is that it restricts the ability or the access to finance for all companies, whether they are small, medium enterprise, whether they are startups, whether they are large scale corporations, or whether they are businesses looking to break out towards the next channel of growth. And in particular, what this does stifle as well is certainly entrepreneurship. Now, this is in stark contrast to what we see in other markets globally, where very large IPOs or very large debt raisings are used to fund actual expansion of companies, which is what is needed for economic and GDP growth. So when we have a situation such as this, Infrazamin certainly can play a role in enhancement of the debt capital market side. And how we do that is, how we hope to do that is by looking at borrowers that have a certain project or a certain expansion that they wish to do. But for whatever reasons, it could be multiple reasons where they choose not to come to either the bank lending market or to the debt capital markets. And what we can do is work with them and see what products would suit them, and also see what credit enhancements they need to make the investor base in such markets more comfortable with their credit. And so hence what we aim to do is try and open up a whole new avenue of investors that are more comfortable in investing both in debt securities and in project finance transactions. And that will help overall in capital formation for the company as well as the country. And that's how we aim to bridge this gap, is through such credit enhancement instruments. And I would highlight here that we do work with a whole range of issuers. However, our mandate is certainly to look at infrastructure projects. So we do have that appetite for that risk, for that longer term risk. We also have an appetite for greenfield projects, and we hope to work with both the banks as well as the investors in these markets to try and bring such issuances which will overall widen and add variety to the type of debt instruments that are available here in Pakistan.
Right, right. So Maheen, एक और अहम area है, that is the timing when this Infrazamin has been launched in Pakistan. पाकिस्तान में जो मसाइल थे AML, CFT रेगुलेशन के थे, ब्लैक इकॉनमी जिसको अब तस्लीम कर लिया गया है वर्ल्ड बैंक की तरफ से कि जो एक्चुअल इकॉनमी है उसके साइज़ से बड़े साइज़ की ये ग्रे इकॉनमी है, और यही वजह है कि पाकिस्तान में हर दूसरे तीसरे पाँचवें 10वें साल जो है वो इस एमनेस्टी स्कीम्स की जो है वो डिमांड आती रहती है. सो लॉन्चिंग Infrazamin एट अ टाइम कि जब FATF की बेतहाशा रिस्ट्रिक्शंस हो, KYC के मसाइल हो, एंड यू हैव टू क्रिएट एन इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर फॉर अ क्रेडिट मार्केट, हाउ वाज योर एक्सपीरियंस?
Now, it's of a very key issue which is related to our FATF requirements for Pakistan. The entire AML KYC framework has been changed drastically over the last 3 years. And it is now applicable across almost every aspect of the Pakistan economy. As such, as Infrazamin, we are no different. We are here to comply with the AML guidelines that have been issued and all the laws and rules and regulations that pertain to it. So in terms of our understanding of our clients, we do go deep into what is it that the proceeds of such whatever we raise on the debt side, where would those proceeds go? Who would be the end customers? Who would be the end beneficiaries of those proceeds? And we are allowed to look very deep into those projects so that we are clear in terms of what the uses of the funds will be that we are effectively supplying to. So in terms of AML, KYC, that is an absolute a given that is something that we have to follow, and it is also something that we hope to bring into the governance frameworks of the companies that we are looking to eventually fund.
Understood, understood. So Maheen, it's time for a short break. Nazreen will resume the program after a short break. वेलकम बैक नाज़रीन. नाज़रीन, वक्फे से पहले माहिन से तफसीली बातचीत हुई कि दिस वाज अ डिफ़िकल्ट टाइम व्हेन FATF की हार्ड रिक्वायरमेंट्स वर देयर. AML, CFT, पाकिस्तान को, इंडिया वाज ट्राइंग टू मेक श्योर कि पाकिस्तान को जो है वो एक टेररिस्ट स्टेट, टेरर फाइनेंसिंग स्टेट करार दे दिया जाए. बट अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह थिंग्स आर इन गुड शेप. अभी आज ही की रिपोर्ट है दैट FATF हैज़ सेड कि आउट ऑफ 48 पॉइंट्स 35 points में Pakistan stands complied with. But there is an observation which I do need to read, a World Bank report observation that in terms of credit infrastructure set up in Pakistan says that access to credit for individuals and for business is severely constrained in Pakistan. Much of the developing countries are doing better than Pakistan. The reason that they have pointed out is weak legal and institutional framework for lending and debt institutions, combined with the lack of predictability for the lenders, the inability to leverage productive asset and the absence of the credit information is yet another issue. The third thing, Mahin, that I would like to point out, that what the World Bank report says, that creating a lending environment that is unfavorable to micro, small, medium enterprises. मैंने आपको बताया stock exchange में भी tick लगा हुआ है, but the SME board doesn't work at all for years. You don't have a company. और ये जो 6-7 कंपनियाँ लिस्ट हुई हैं बाय द वे इन द करंट ईयर, खालिद मिर्ज़ा के कमेंट्स ऑन रिकॉर्ड हैं. उन्होंने कहा 3 कंपनियाँ थी जिसको वो मानते हैं कि वो कंपनियाँ वाकई में लिस्ट हुई हैं. बाकी सारी की सारी कंपनियाँ पहले से गेट सेट डील की वजह से अंडर राइट हुई थी, तो उसको वो न्यू लिस्टिंग भी नहीं मानते, न्यू रेजिंग ऑफ कैपिटल भी नहीं मानते. अब इंफ्राज़ामिन जो है वो एक न्यूली सेटअप एंटिटी है. हमें आपसे ये जानना है, how do you cope with and how do you look at this observation of the World Bank?
All right, so if we talk a little bit about the debt market of Pakistan right now and why the need for a company like Infrazamin has sort of come about. Well, let's look at both sides. One is the bank lending market and the other is the debt capital market. Now, by and large, if you pick up the bank lending ratio, so if you pick up the ADRs on, say, the top, say, 10 commercial banks in the country, you will find that a lot of ADRs actually sit well below 50%, which means that the bank is lending out a very small portion of its total equity to the market. Similarly, if you look at the debt capital market side, you will find that by and large, the issuers that are coming to market are either in the banking sector or in the power sector. Now, does that mean that we are not able to bring more varied sectors to the market, and certainly those which require significant infrastructure financing? So, for example, if we look at areas such as clean energy or green energy or solar energy and renewable energy, those are certainly happening, but we are not seeing those kind of instruments either being funded by banks or then coming to the investor base. Similarly, on health and education, we have yet to see a bond offering by an educational institution or even by a hospital. Similarly, if we talk about other underserved sectors such as water, waste management, sanitation, all of these are either handled in particular ways through pure equity financing or then through specific banks or multilaterals that deal in those development projects. But very rarely do we see local participants take up those projects, and this is one area that we hope to close the gap in whatever way we can. So, for example, if we have a private sector company that is looking to do a waste management project, then that's something that we would say, okay, how can we evaluate the funding of that project, how much equity is needed, how much debt is needed, and how can we facilitate in raising the debt portion, and perhaps again also in the future bring such projects to the DCM markets. Similarly, for a topic which is very current at the moment would be something like affordable housing, where we have seen considerable incentives both from the state bank as well as from the government for banks to lend towards such projects and to also provide the mortgage financing against those projects. So, this is an area also that we would like to get involved in to see how can we as Infrazamin look to address the credit risks associated with such long-term financing. And so we then add a very different kind of product which is somewhat niche, but at the same time very relevant to sort of the social and development issues that Pakistan is facing today.
Okay, Mahin. So when we look at what she has said in terms of credit infrastructure development in Pakistan is this, कि पाकिस्तान के अंदर जो लोकल प्रोवाइडर ऑफ द लोन है वो थोड़ा सा इस बात से कतराते हैं कि वो लोकल प्रोजेक्ट की फंडिंग में आए. And when you go to the foreign funding or the foreign institutions to come and fund specific projects, तो उनको जो है credit infrastructure की ज़रूरत होती है, certain guarantee की ज़रूरत होती है, तो वो guarantee structure को उसको framework को develop करने के लिए their company has came into being and they have started doing well. जो challenges का सामना इनकी company को रहा, that was related to AML CFT regulation, especially at a time कि जब FATF की तलवार सर पे लटकी हुई हो, रीजन में काफ़ी सारी पॉलिटिक्स हो रही हो और इंडिया का फोकस ये हो कि पाकिस्तान को जो है वो एक टेररिस्ट स्टेट डिक्लेयर कराना है, टेरर फंडिंग को सपोर्ट करने वाली रियासत डिक्लेयर कराना हो, तो उसमें इस तरह की ऑर्गेनाइजेशन को कायम करने के मसाइल कुछ और होते हैं। ये एक और बात है कि नाइजीरिया जैसे मुल्क के बाद पाकिस्तान में ये तजर्बा हो रहा है। यहाँ पे लोगों आई रिजर्व माई कमेंट्स, बट कमिंग बैक टू द अदर पॉइंट कि पाकिस्तान की जो कैपिटल मार्केट है दैट हैपन्स टू बी एन एक्सट्रीमली इनफेक्टिव मार्केट बिकॉज चंद लोगों के बारे में फ़ैसला हो गया कि 31 फैमिलीज़। पाकिस्तान इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ डेवलपमेंट इकोनॉमिक्स की रिपोर्ट इंस्टीट्यूशन विच हैज़ सम क्रेडिबिलिटी एंड रिप्यूट, वो ये कहता है कि 31 ख़ानदानों तक कैपिटल मार्केट को महदूद रखने के लिए बहुत सारी कानून साजियाँ हैं, बहुत सारे कवानीन को पसोपेश डाला जाता है। इंडिपेंडेंट डायरेक्टर्स की जो तैनाती है उसके कानून के ऊपर अमल दरामद नहीं होता, रेगुलेटर खामोश रहता है जस्ट टू मेक श्योर कि ये जो कैपिटल मार्केट है इसमें नए लोग ना आए तो उनकी अच्छी तरीके से पिटाई हो जाए और वो वापस चले जाएं और ये सेटअप यहीं पर मबहूस चंद ख़ानदानों के हाथों में रह जाए। इस पर बहुत तरीके के साथ जिन लोगों की रिक्वायरमेंट है उनकी तसल्ली और तशफ़ी के साथ काम किया जा रहा है। सो ऑल वी लर्न फ्रॉम माहीन वाज कि इनका चैलेंज और ज़रा संजीदा हो गया कि व्हेन यू हैव अ मार्केट, कैपिटल मार्केट जिसमें पार्टिसिपेशन नहीं है, मार्केट जो कि किसी हद तक इनफेक्टिव सी कैपिटल मार्केट है, मार्केट जिसके बारे में पॉलिसी बोर्ड का मेंबर कहता है कि अगर 11 इश्यूज़ आएँ तो 3 नए इश्यूज़ को वो समझता है कि वो प्रॉपर लिस्टिंग है, बाकी सारे अंडर रेटन थे। तो लगता है कि ये सब काइंड ऑफ होकस पोकस सा गेम है। सो इन सारे मसाइल में रहते हुए पाकिस्तान में नए प्रोजेक्ट को फंड करने के लिए यू हैव गॉट अ कंपनी फाइनली एंड यानी स्टेट बैंक के एक पुराने गवर्नर हैं जिनको अपनी ज़ात में इंस्टीट्यूशन कहा जाता है, जिनका मैं नाम ले दूंगा तो बात ही ख़त्म हो जाएगी बिकॉज पीपल नो कि किसकी बात हो रही है। सो वो इसके पीछे हैं, पीपल हैव लॉट ऑफ रिगार्ड एंड रेस्पेक्ट फॉर हिम एंड वी होप कि ये कंपनी जो है गोइंग फॉरवर्ड अच्छा काम करेगी। आखिर में माहिन से हम कहेंगे कि वो कोई ना कोई मैसेज ज़रूर दें।
And finally, I'd just like to comment that, capital markets is something that is needed for every country's development. So the key here is that a lot of individuals believe that moving into the capital markets framework is risky, or it is something where they will lose their money. However, I think every risk has a certain reward to it, and not every risk in the capital market is the same risk. When we talk about capital markets, we are not just referring to the stock market. In fact, the stock market is probably the highest degree of risk that there is available. But there is a whole host of other instruments that can be looked at, from the debt capital market side to short-term CPs to long-term sukuks, long-term bonds, all of which are fulfilling a purpose for the issuer. And I think it is important for investors to educate themselves as to what exactly they are buying, and don't be afraid to ask those questions of their advisors as to what exactly is the risk that they are taking on. But certainly it is an area that needs much more focus and development because it is through the capital markets of the country that long-term capital formation is certainly channeled, and that's something that we clearly need for Pakistan's growth needs. Thank you.
माहिन, आपका प्रोग्राम के लिए वक्त निकालने का बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया। नाज़रीन, पाकिस्तान में क्रेडिट इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर डेवलपमेंट के ऊपर जो हमारा डिस्कशन है वो जारी रहेगा। हमारी पूरी कोशिश होगी कि सलीम रज़ा साहब भी हमारे प्रोग्राम में आएँ और बताएं कि गोइंग फॉरवर्ड पाकिस्तान का फ्यूचर क्या है, पाकिस्तान के अंदर जो बैंक्ड पॉपुलेशन है उसमें इजाफा कैसे किया जा सकता है, और जो लेंडिंग टू डिपॉजिट रेशो है उसको कैसे बेहतर किया जा सकता है। कैपिटल मार्केट का GDP टू कैपिटल मार्केट की जो मार्केट कैपिटलाइजेशन रेशो है वो ज़मीन की तरफ जा रहा है, उसको कैसे ठीक किया जा सकता है। सो एज आई सेड अर्लियर दैट सलीम रज़ा हैपन्स टू बी एन इंस्टीट्यूशन, अपनी ज़ात में एक इदारे की पोजीशन वो रखते हैं। वी विल मेक श्योर दैट ही कम्स एंड गिव्स हिज एक्सपर्ट ओपिनियन ऑन द डेवलपमेंट ऑफ द फाइनेंशियल सिस्टम्स एंड इकॉनमी ऑफ पाकिस्तान। इजाज़त दीजिए, अल्लाह हाफ़िज़।